The best players can stay on a straight line without changing direction. Okay, so we want to be able to change our pace, change our rhythm, change our depth, and not always change hands. Not always change direction. Okay? Speed dribble till I get back to the middle. Once I get there, I just want you to relax on your inside foot. And then we're gonna push again. So again, I'm anchored to the ground so I can push. Look how many different points I can push at here. I can pause and go right away. I can really hold it and then go. Okay, because I keep it anchored, I can go whenever. Okay, left foot stays down. On this heavy step, which foot is really responsible for beating your man? Your right foot? Who thinks it's your right foot? So again, I'm heavy step. Who thinks it's this foot? Who thinks it's the right foot? Who thinks it's the left? Okay, so when you say left, boom, you mean that push right there? That push right there? Who thinks left? Okay, so if Coach AJ is guarding me, okay, and I pause, and I push, did I go by him yet? So which foot is responsible for beating him? It's your right. I just showed you it's not your left. Look, boom, I'm pushing off my left, I didn't go by him yet. Right? So when do I go by my man? Boom, on the left foot. Okay? So we have to emphasize more, pause on the left, but then when I want to take off, get the right foot down so I can explode by. Okay? Everyone is like this. And then we're lunging. You're not going anywhere. Right? Boom. Right foot goes down so I can come through with the inside. Okay? So I call it an outside foot skip because instead of coming here, we get the we get the outside foot down that puts me into that lift. Okay? So I'm jogging forward, outside foot, and then I'm pushing. Again, I'm jogging forward, outside foot, and then I push. You'll notice that I kind of give a little turn dribble there, and I start to shift my weight a little bit outside. I'm almost like hollowing out to like shed that defender's contact so I can get an angle to go. So one more time, jog, push. The outside foot skip, where it's just kind of like a subtle movement to my right, my frame almost stays square. If I'm coming towards Owen and I just kind of turn my hips, he might not move with me. The same way I said, you can find different rhythm and pace on this pause where you can really hold. You can just kind of start to hold. You can do the same thing on the skip. It can be, a quick skip. It can be like an exaggerated skip and go. Okay, either way, I want you to be unpredictable and mix up that pace. So right hand start, I'm jogging, little skip and push. Again, jog, little skip and push. Still emphasizing that outside foot, giving me the leverage to blow by. Okay, again, outside foot is the leverage to go. Even though changing pace can be unpredictable, defensively, we're used to the pattern of inside foot, inside foot, inside foot. Okay, so we have to be able to kind of establish a different pattern, break the pattern to create some unpredictability. So again, I'm gonna go outside foot. It's gonna be like a punch dribble. So if you boom, punch, and we kind of shoot, go into different actions, it's gonna be punch, push. You'll notice that when you do this, the back foot might come up a little bit. That's okay, that's kind of like your load step, right? Okay, so I might punch, and then as I punch, boom, I push that back foot down to get leverage to go. Okay, so again, right hand dribble, I'm stopping in a dime, outside foot. Boom, and I'm pushing again. Okay, outside foot, push. Outside foot, push. We want to maximize the contact time with our foot to the ground. What do I mean by that?
Not taking your foot off the ground?
Yeah, limiting the amount of time that my foot is physically off the ground. So like right there, I saw some of us doing a nice job of going punch, but then we were replacing our feet before we went. And even though it could be super quick, I still can't go until my foot hits the ground. So even if it's that tiny millisecond, that's still a second that we might need to blow by a really good defender. Instead of just reloading that back foot, I don't have to wait for that right foot. Again, it can be as quick as I can, but it's not gonna be as quick as just loading that back foot and going. So we wanna maximize contact time on the ground. So speed dribble, pause, and I'm pushing. Okay, so it's like a heavy step on the outside foot. Pause, go. Without the punch, no punch. Slowing down, and then we're going. So it's like, okay, I'm trying to stop, but instead I'm slowing down before my foot hits. Okay, I want you to slow down after the foot hits. So I'm running, stopping, and then going. Okay, so again, I'm sprinting through. right foot, and then I go. Okay, I know inside foot, that's common. That's predictable. Stop there and then go, and the defender's gonna be messed up. Okay, outside foot, stop. Right foot, decelerate, go. Right foot, decelerate, go. So I like to think about it, engage, disengage, re-engage. So I'm engaging my man. They feel like they stopped me, so I'm gonna stop too. That's the disengage, right? So engage, disengage, re-engage. Okay, if I can re-engage faster than him, I have the advantage. Okay, do we understand that? So we have to close ourselves off. Thank you, hey, you're good. So I'm attacking forward. Stop, and then I dive. Again, stop. We pull the ball back to my pocket. I turn my hips to my shoulders. You can even turn your eyes like you're gonna retreat. And then we dive forward again. My lefties, you're actually gonna get forward and then push. Like you're about to rise up, and then I'm turning and pushing out. So this one should feel better for my lefties. Okay, righties, again, we have to turn a little bit and push. Probably the most common Hesi is gonna be your skip Hesi or just your lift Hesi. So think like I'm coming in with my weak hand and I'm lifting. Okay, that's probably the most common three-point shot that ball handlers take. So we wanna go lift, and then I'm gonna come in under the basketball and then stop. All right, that right foot stops behind me. Defensively, you wanna feel 1-2 though. So the Hesi, 1-2, we feel it. Defensively, we feel it, so I gotta feel 1-2. Okay, without committing to the pickup. So I'm 1-2 and I'm pushing. 1-2 and I'm pushing. So it's left, right, and I'm pushing. Okay, do we see it? And I just left. It can be, that might get some defenders, but defensively, you're gonna feel that second movement. It feels like that. And when you get really good, you'll be able to come in with it and then push that foot out. Where here and I push. Right now, I just want 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. Right now, it's in season for most of us, correct? How many ball handling reps do you get in practice? If you had to quantify it. Like in one practice, how long are you working on ball handling? Not a lot, right? Not a lot, unless maybe you're a point guard. Okay, so when I get to the middle of the season and I start getting all these parents reaching out being like, oh, little Johnny is turning the ball over, like he lost his dribbling, I don't know what happened. I can tell you what happened, right? You stop getting all the extra reps. So that's one big reason I like to keep this class going during the season, and I have my season pass members doing it, because you don't want to hit that mid-season plateau. You don't want to start going backwards. So you have to keep getting the reps you were getting in the off season. Right? Raise your hand if you're actively doing that consistently, weekly, getting all the reps in that you were getting in the off season. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, some of us are. That's the problem. Okay, because usually you're playing your best basketball, you're in the best shape, you feel the most conditioned in the off season when you're putting in all that work. Okay, I'm not saying do an hour of it every day. Just do 5 minutes a day. Do something. Okay, but make sure we're getting our reps in still during the season. Cool? All right, hands in.